Saturday, 7th of November 2020. Stream is live. Hey everyone, Ultraviolent 4. This is the third stream of the day. You're all very lucky. I am tired. I went and ate some dinner and then I fell asleep on the couch, had a bit of a nap. But I'm back, and this time we are going to be starting a new character. It is Game of the Month 13, and we are going to be playing a Naga Venom Mage. As always, this is a seeded run, so if you'd like to play along yourself, you'll find a link in the description that will give you all the instructions and the seed number and all that stuff. Oh no, the devs are at work. Apparently we're not allowed to play. Well anyway, if you'd like to play, maybe you'll be luckier. Yeah, so it's a Naga Venom Mage. While that stuff is happening, this combo is due to Cave Light. So I hate Naga Venom Mage with a burning passion. I think it's an absolutely terrible combo for reasons we can get into shortly. But for, I don't know, a year now, Cave Light just keeps trying to streak these and keeps telling me I'm gonna keep playing this until you do. So yeah, I want to put him out of his misery. I won't recommend that you do this if you also try to guilt trip me into playing combos. But in this instance, I guess it worked. So we're playing one beside my better judgment. Hey Shalenka, Plateau, Quez, however you say that one. And also, I'll just say that if you head to my website, ultraviolent4.com, there's a Naga Wanderer guide by Dynast. Dynast is a Naga Wanderer freak, or just generally a Naga freak. So he's got his streaks here. He's won 30 of them in a row one time. Also streaks of 21, 19, and 17. So he knows a thing or two about playing Nagas. So if you want to look at this guide, it's ostensibly written for a Naga Wanderer, but it has a lot of good general advice for Nagas. One of which is that you should just use Poison Spit all the time. Anyway, you can read that in your own time. Hey, our game's back. Cool. So this is what it looks like. Naga's a very interesting species. I think it's probably, it's probably the weakest one, at least in the beginning of the game. Once you get up and running, they're decent, but to begin with, they're really, really susceptible to just dying. We can have a look at our things. So first of all, you can't wear boots. I was going to say they're like centaurs, but centaurs are removed. RIP centaurs. Well, they're like centaurs used to be, in that you have to wear a barding rather than boots. And also, like centaurs used to be, you have a deformed body. So it means that you only get half of your base body armor as AC. But when you do find a barding, if you do, they're pretty rare, you get a lot of extra AC from that. So they're ultimately pretty good in that respect. But at least in the beginning, yeah, your armor sucks. You have serpentine skin. As you level up, you get natural AC as your skin toughens. So again, that gets better the further and further you go into the future, but starts off weak. You get innate C-Invis, which is nice. You get innate poison resistance, which is nice, although I have died to poison on a Naga, which made me feel really sad. And here's why Naga is really bad and why I really think Naga Venom Mage is a terrible combo. You cover ground very slowly. So yeah, you can't run from most things. Basically, you're forced to fight things, or escape or fight. But you can't have a kite, you can't ever walk away from things. So, as a Naga, you have innate poison spit. So you're already pretty good at poison. If you then pick Venom Mage, and even though Naga has a +3 poison magic aptitude, which looks amazing, and I mean it is, you are also doubly investing in poison. So you poison spit and you poison spell, and you can't run. Now the number of things you find in the early game that are resistant to poison. So any undead, whites, any zombies or skeletons, any imps, any there are so many. There are not plague ghosts wandering around anymore, but there used to be those too. Basically anything that is poison resistant you can't kill easily, and you can't run from them, so you just die. Now in saying that, we are playing 0.25 because we want to try the spell reworks. And one of the backgrounds that has been reworked is Venom Mage. So it's actually not as bad now as it used to be. And the reason for that is because we now have Ignite Poison in our starting spellbook. And that is a fire spell, or partially fire, where it can turn poison clouds into fire. So at least you can put down mephitic clouds now and turn those into fire. And it's like a slow and very mana costly Conjure Flame. I was going to say Conjure Flame, but Conjure Flame's reworked too. So I guess slow and costly is kind of like the new Conjure Flame too. But anyway, you can use several turns and 6 magic points to make some fire. So you're not entirely helpless against poison resistant enemies now. So maybe this isn't quite as bad. Maybe I just have an axe to grind, I don't know. William says this is the best fire spell. Oh dear. Kagalon says 3 streams in a row. I haven't played that combo yet, but I expect a quick death. I don't know if you mean for you or for me, but yes, I would say if we have a death, it won't be quick, it will be slow, because this character is going to move very slowly. Kagalon also says, well, just slouch. Yes, so you're also, you're thinking of Che there. I don't know, Che's kind of a meme Naga god. I think Dinas puts it as a possible god in his Naga Wanderer guide. I've played it myself on fairly early on in my YouTube channel, but it's a bit of a meme. I don't know, I don't love it. Again, you're doubling down on your slowness, which is good and bad, but anyway, I don't know. We might go Che, we'll have to see what we find. But yes, I don't love this combo, although we'll see how it goes. So yes, there have been some other changes to this starting spellbook. Poison Arrow has been removed from the game, as has Bolt of Venom. So yeah. And Sting has had some rework too. I don't remember its range, but it's now apparently range 3. And it has some changes that I didn't quite understand. So I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. And it's also, it used to be a Conjuration Poison spell, but now it's Transmutation Poison. So it's sort of building you up a bit in preparation for Ignite Poison. Although Mephitic Cloud is still Conjuration Poison Air, so that's kind of terrible. You're training for 2 disparate 3 spell school spells. So if you want to cast Ignite Poison and Mephitic Cloud at level 3, you need Fire, Transmutation, Poison, Conjuration, and Air. That's terrible. Oh well. What our aptitudes look like. We're pretty flat across the board as a Naga. We are exceptionally good at stealth, and we are also very good at poison magic. Most of our other spell schools are just 0. We're 0 for most of the melee things, -1 at range, and our defensive skills are bad. That's also a part of it. I think we dodge poorly too, but it didn't say that in our description. Our shields, even though they're -2 aptitude, we have sort of the large species bonus, where you can use a regular shield at 9 skill and a large shield at 15. Now called Kite and Tower shields. I'm still trying to figure that one out in my brain. And I just got distracted because Baron said, what the heck, you're still on? Yeah, this is stream 3, so I'm not still on, but I'm back. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm back. Oh yes, the other thing I was talking about how we're kind of tanky in some ways. So we're good with shields, and also as a Naga you get plus 20% hit points. So the further you go, as you train fighting and level up, your hit points are pretty high. But like the things we discussed before, it's another thing where you start off relatively weak, but the further the game goes, the stronger you get. So yeah, if you can make it through the early game with your slow movement and you're not being able to run away from things and not being very tanky to begin with, yeah, you can end up pretty strong. But that's a big if. It's very difficult. Naga's probably the weakest species in the game if you're trying to streak. I personally maybe have more trouble with Tengu because they're frail, but that's probably just me not liking Tengu. I think Naga is objectively the weakest species to try to win with. But we'll see how we go, and with a background I don't like for it. Alright, so let's do our skills. We're definitely absolutely not training dodging. I'd probably, for my one... I was going to say my one defensive skill will do fighting, but in some ways stealth is also a defensive skill. So maybe we'll just train stealth. Quick, where's Dinas' guide? What did he say? What are you supposed to level up, Dinas? Help me. Main approach is to go for stealth and fighting. Alright, stealth and fighting, let's do it. We also then, we want to be focusing poison magic, because that's our main way to kill things. And I think I'll hold off on transmutations. Yeah, I think we're going to be good enough at poison magic that it's just going to carry sting for us. And spit poison takes hunger but doesn't cost magic points. That's good. I guess we should probably learn spellcasting. We're going to want poisonous vapors, and yeah, all these spells we're going to want as quickly as possible. So yeah, I guess we also train spellcasting. There we go. 4 things at once, that's not too many. Hey Daniel. Yeah, this should be an interesting run. Dinas likes stealth. Yeah, well it's hard not to like stealth when you have a +5 aptitude. Shalunga says, we're definitely not training dodging. I see you're playing the Dinas way. That's right. If you're not familiar with Dinas, he has a very particular way of playing. Let's just go to his player page. I think I had it linked here. Yeah, and he doesn't just play his Nagas this way, he sort of plays all his characters this way. It's kind of funny. But let's just pick a Naga Wanderer game at random. You'll notice that every single one of these is an Axe Maniac of Gozag. So yeah, this one. Alright, this is how he plays all his Nagas and most of his characters. So Broadaxe, it's melee. It's a large shield. They're all Gozag. And have a look at his skill training. Notice that there is literally no dodging in this list. He never ever trains dodging. He trains his axes to 27, not to Mindale. And yeah, he just always has large shield, which he's trained over 15. So he'd rather have additional shield over the penalty than he would have any dodging. It's kind of funny. I'm not going to say it's wrong, because who am I to say that Dinas doesn't know what he's doing? He clearly does. But it's a very unique way of playing. But yeah, he seems to have some, I don't know, unnatural and undying hatred for the dodging skill. Queswex says, imagine having hunger. I know. Well, we're going to have hunger. Okay, so I guess let's get going. We're going to have to take this slow. So with a Naga, your movement is especially important in the early game. It's not a species that you should just hit the auto explore button, because where you go can absolutely kill you. You meet multiple enemies at once and you can very well just die. Which tournament was it? Might have been a few tournaments ago. But I decided I had a streak in the tournament, and I decided that because Naga sucks, I'd give it the strongest background. So I'd start with a Naga Berserker, I didn't make it away from my starting room. I made it. So I walked out. There were a couple of enemies. I think I sort of retreated. I berserked them. Survived, and then a new enemy or two turned up, and then that was it. It was just like dead. So yeah, you meet multiple enemies. There isn't a lot you can do sometimes. But moving around can be very important. I'm wondering if we should go towards the trap, the dispersal trap. It could kill us, but it could also just be a good tool. Because we can't run from stuff, we can go on it to try to blink enemies away from us, which could be more time to spit or time to regenerate some magic points if we want to sting. So I guess maybe we will go towards it. It's kind of interesting. Okay, I've seen a leopard gecko. We're going away from that. The leopard gecko is really scary. It hits quite hard at 5, and it's fast. Like even faster than a normal species. So yeah, no, we're gonna avoid that one. I guess we're not going towards the dispersal trap. We're going the other way. And yeah, we're gonna try to rely on our stealth. So there's a hallway here. I'm happy in the hallway. I'd much rather be in a hallway where we're probably only gonna meet, one enemy at a time, rather than walking around in the open where we could get packs. Yeah. Daniel says, what kind of god are you hoping for? The best Naga gods are ones that carry you through the early game, where you can't run. So ones that give you things for free without having to build piety. So Gozag, for instance, that's why Dinos really likes Gozag. You get potion petition immediately. Other good ones, Dinos might disagree with me on this one. Oh no, I was thinking of old Fetus. I was going to say Fetus because you get mushrooms at 1 piety, but then I remembered Fetus got reworked, so I guess not Fetus. Another good one that I quite like is probably Hep, because you get an ancestor immediately. So things like that, things that help you immediately, because once you're further into the game, you don't care so much. How are we at Invo? +1 Invo, so we're decent at Invo. But yeah, Okawaru is obviously very good. At 1 piety, you get heroism. Makes you much tougher at fighting. I don't know, they're a bunch. We'll have to think about it. We'll have to see what we find as well. Because obviously, the sooner we have a god, if we can find a altar, I would very strongly consider that, rather than potentially waiting for the temple for one in particular. Liam says, Gozag got nerfed in Trunk, no free potion petition. I didn't know that. Well, in any case, we're playing 0.25 right now, not Trunk, so as far as I'm aware, Gozag would have potion petition. Let's keep going slowly. This is spooking me a bit, because beside that leopard gecko, we haven't met any enemies. Normally, as well, I'd be looking for pillars to run around, but as a Naga, we can't do that, so that's less important. There are literally no enemies though. Also, I should make a macro for Sting. And probably one for Poison Spit. ZAF, that's Sting. Spit Poison is AF. See, Sting and Poison Spit are the same. You can see it here. Okay, so we got one of each. Wow, we just did that whole little traipse around without finding a single enemy. That's spooky. Alright, this is taking us towards the open. Again, I don't like that, so I'm gonna stick away. Maybe I'll try to walk around the top towards the dispersal trap and hopefully away from the leopard gecko. This looks very open, so I'm gonna try to stay away from all that open space up the top. And this also looks open with a hobgoblin. What is the range on Spit? I don't remember. I'm testing it out. Does it just tell me? Hunger 2, it doesn't tell me my range. I don't remember. I don't play Naga enough. Okay, from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got a range of 5. So you got to be within You got to be 2 tiles closer to the enemy to use it. And yeah, use it when you can. Something that you've also got to be really careful of, if you're panicking because you're dying in the early game, use your turn slowly, because as soon as breath comes off cooldown, you want to use it again. As long as you can hit enemies, it's pretty strong early game. Thank you, Baron. So what happened to Gozag and Chunk? Is it just no free potion petition? It costs money now the first time? Is that it? Oh, yeah, and also we want to wait off the breath before I start exploring again. That's stupid of me. This is in the open, but I'm going straight for the potion. Potions in the early game can be really strong. Oh, I got my macro wrong. It's got to be AFF. There we go. I'm going to back up while our breath comes back. I'm not going to walk further in towards the potion until I have my breath back, because I don't want to meet more enemies. And the thing that we'd really like to do that makes Venom Mages a lot stronger is to hit level 2, because Sting is really unreliable. We still haven't tried the reworked one yet, but it misses a lot, at least the old one, and often wouldn't poison them. Maybe it's better now, I don't know. But from level 2 you get Poisonous Vapors, and this spell is so much better. It's smite targeted and it can't miss. So it's just way more reliable than Sting is. Well, again, disclaimer, I haven't tried the new one yet, but at least the old one. So yeah, I'm going to be very keen to get to level 2 if we can. At this point, I feel like maybe we'll go back towards that one. We'll stay near the dispersal trap. Oh, it's not open. Okay, that's it. No, I still don't want to fight the gecko. It will close space to us faster. Yeah, not good. Okay, so it's still just not free potion petition. Baron says the new Sting is quite reliable. Okay, well, maybe we'll try it out. It's apparently, again, only got a range of 3, so if things are further away, I'm going to spit at them rather than Sting. And if things keep staying asleep, maybe we won't have to use Sting. There's a bat and a kobold. Oh, the bat saw me. That's fine. I'm gonna just keep walking away. I'm not that afraid of the bat. I'm afraid of the kobold a lot more. So I'd rather get some space between me and the bat so that the kobold doesn't realize what's going on and come over and fight us. Now, I did a spit poison. Let's try a Sting. Hit the bat, poisoned it. Amazing. That's not the Sting I know. Now, that kobold didn't have a weapon, so he's not extremely frightening unless he has other things near him. So I'm going to go over and fight him. He should be in spit range right now. Missed. Yep, that can happen. And Sting is 3, so yeah, I can't hit him yet. So I'm going to keep backing away. As soon as he gets into 3 range, we'll Sting. Or as soon as the breath comes back, we'll try that. So our breath is back. We'll spit. Great. Got him. And again, we're backing up. Because enemies can hear noises and come to investigate them. So because we're really weak... Oh, well, our breath is back. But the point is, because we're really susceptible to new enemies turning up, if we're playing really, diligently, we should be backing away from where we fought to rest. Josh is asking if there's a place to get up-to-date info on trunk updates. Yeah, there is. Let me pull it for you. So you can do one of 2 things. You can either go to the Crawl Dev blog, where every now and then they put out little write-ups. They don't do that too often. If you want to actually see all the commits, it's on GitHub. I'll post it in the chat for you. Yeah, there it is. So it's the crawl GitHub, and you can see what all the individual changes are. and sometimes they don't make a lot of sense because they're just changing something, you know. Like I'm looking at it now. One is improve layout underscore grids handling of water slash lava. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. Maybe if you understand the code, you would get what that is. But anyway, so it has all the changes, and it will also have their rationale for it as well, which sometimes leaves a bit to be desired. But anyway, that's where it all is. Of course, with Trunk, things aren't final. So yeah, you know, you might see some crazy change, and then a week later they change it back or nerf it or whatever. Alright, so we're at the end here. I don't want to be coming back towards the gecko this way. I'd rather be going from the known area. So we're gonna walk back around. We're in Naga, we're taking this super slow. Shift X Control E removes our exclusions that we put. Yeah, I'm gonna go from this direction. I wanna fight just the gecko. Oh, the gecko's not even there. Here it comes. Okay, I'm going back towards the dispersal trap. So if everything misses or fails, we can maybe step on it to blink away. We got the poison. Okay, that one, oh man, it hurts. I'm gonna say that one poison will probably kill it. But I don't want to be bitten, so I'm gonna jump on the dispersal trap. That actually worked really well. I don't even know where he went anymore. I feel more experienced. Cool. So he did end up ticking out to the poison. So that was good. This is pretty useful as a tool. I like it. Hey Lechi. Yeah, another stream. A third stream. It's my third stream of the day. We're starting the Naga Venom Mage for Game of the Month 13. Where's Cave Light when you need him? Giant Snake Man scared of tiny gecko? That's right. Level 13 is when we get the ability to constrict stuff with our tail. That's when I stop being afraid. Until then, you are weak. Okay, I'm gonna go down, I guess. Oh, this is so open. I don't like this. I guess I'd rather run around this way. Oh, that's some good pathing there. Running in view of the enemies. Another leopard gecko, and I know there's other stuff over there. It's probably fine. Because of the way these walls are, this is giving me the chance to sneak up on the leopard gecko without being seen. So that's pretty cool. Got him. We reached level 2. Perfect. So I'm immediately going to learn Poisonous Vapors. Because we're really good at poison, we can immediately cast that. But I'm going to learn a little bit of air magic. This is also good. As I put a skill target for 8 on for poison magic and 3 for air. It's also good because we're going to want to cast Mephitic Cloud. A Mephitic Cloud needs air magic too. Yeah, Leechy says level 13 is when Naga becomes OP. That's right. When you get to constrict stuff, you're way stronger. Hey Kappa. My pleasure. Well, glad you could be here, Daniel. These are all in the open. They're not sort of like real doors. But another thing in the early game is to try to use doors to your advantage. So a lot of these monsters, like these natural animals, can't open doors. Jackals famously can't open doors either. Unlike raptors, the jackals haven't figured out how it works yet. So yeah, if you have doors nearby, even if you find a dangerous jackal pack, if you can shut the door, then you can get away from them. Also true of adders, although that's you're less scared of adders as a Naga than you are of on other characters, maybe because you have innate poison resistance. Anyway. Alright, we're going to stay in the hallway, and here's the door. This is what I'm talking about. So if I just open that and there was a jackal pack here, I could immediately just close that door and then just leave them. So yeah, good to be near doors. So again, I'm going to go towards this one. I probably should also do that because I'm going to reveal fewer tiles. If I was standing here, I'd also be showing tiles up here. So yeah, the fewer tiles we reveal at once, the better, because there are fewer enemies that could potentially be in those tiles. Okay, just lots of doors but no enemies. This is really stressful. It seems like a really empty D1. At least we haven't found a jackal pack. He says as he jinxes it. An ooze. Yeah, see, this is an example. Oozes are resistant to poison. So, this is an enemy that just kills you. How do you kill oozes? Hey, Cactus. Welcome back again. You finally won your first caster background by watching me. Turns out the secret is just to train fighting. Yeah, who knew? But congrats. Daniel asks, does the range of some spells increase as you level up skills? I don't know if that's true anymore. It used to be true. Throw flame? Or flame tongue? One of the fire spells used to change range depending on your skill, but that got removed. I don't think there are any spells anymore that range changes depending on skill. Baron says sting partly pierces resistance. Yes, it does, so you can hurt enemies, but you're not gonna reliably kill it with poison. So an ooze can't open a door. Hopefully it's not smart enough to walk around the bottom. And yeah, we're gonna stay away from the ooze. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? An ooze is one of those enemies that a Naga Venom Mage can't fight very well. Also, that was kind of dumb. Walking from this bottom direction, because I could have stepped around here and revealed more enemies at the bottom when I knew these ones were already at the top. So that was some poor walking on my part. I'm gonna hit him with the poisonous vapors. Oh no, the ooze is back. Oh god, it's my worst nightmare. Although the +2 dagger venom's nice. We can triple down on venom. But you see what's happening there? The nightmare, where we're meeting a whole bunch of enemies at once. One of which is one that we can't very easily fight with poison. So yeah, let's back up. The range of IMB and Dazzling Flash increases with Seal. There you go. And Lightning Bolt range scales with power too. There you go. I don't ever use Lightning Bolt, so clearly I don't know that. Don Johnson can't wait for the electric whip null with curing. Oh boy. Alright, good night, Cactus. See you next time. So we're gonna stay around the top. We're gonna try to stay away from all those things. Yeah, I'd like to have that dagger. If only because that was a +2 dagger, right? Yeah, it's a +2 dagger. So even though it's venom, you know, say the ooze gets on top of us, with a +2 dagger we can just hit the ooze and hopefully just kill it in melee. Oh, hey Sal. Yeah, that Naga stealth is good. +5 is pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm not focusing it, but maybe I should be. I don't know. I don't love stealth, even though I know on a Naga I really should. I also really don't like the way that I'm running right now, but I'm trying to stay away from the ooze. Because we're going around, so if I have to run back along the top, enemies can be coming in diagonally, which is not good. But yeah, I think I just want to be as far away from the ooze as possible. Damn it, here's 2 enemies. Yeah, I really only want to fight one at a time, if I can help it. Unfortunately I don't have stones, so I can't get one's attention yet. It's 2 hobgoblins and a dart slug plus other things behind it potentially. So I guess we are coming back towards the ooze. I don't want to fight that many enemies at once. Okay, that was greedy. I was running in for the scroll. I mean, it was just a rat, so... but still. Yeah, early white pack is another one. Although I was saying in the beginning, I don't know if you hear or not yet, Baron, that with the reworked Venom Mage, you start off with Ignite Poison in your spellbook, so you're not completely helpless against poison enemies anymore. You can put down a Mephitic Cloud and then ignite it to get Flame Clouds. I mean, it's slow and mana intensive, but in the past you literally could do nothing because you couldn't fight and you couldn't run. So yeah, this is an improvement. And yeah, I'd really love that dagger. If we could get the dagger without the ooze, I'd be stoked. There you go. Dagger without the ooze. No, the ooze came. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not getting to the dagger. We're too slow. Okay. Sting is range 3, so I can't sting it either. My breath is back. Does my breath... My breath does projectile damage as well, right? It's not just poison. Spits poison at a targeted creature. Who's a Naga spit poison expert? Where's Dentist? Oh, yeah, okay. Baron's saying the flame clouds are super loud. Yeah, that's actually terrible. Well, again, it's still better than doing literally nothing. Yeah, so is there any point me spitting at it? It does damage from just hitting it, right? In addition to the poison. Alright, we gotta find out. Spit poison. Does... Yeah, okay, so it does damage. Okay, yeah, so we can spit at it. Alright, one sec. Maybe grab the club, Sal says. No. Oh, at least I know it's a +0 club, so I know it's not cursed. But yeah, I'd rather have unarmed than a plain club, I think. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but yeah, I've been trained over all these years of crawl that clubs are just so bad that there's just no point. Yep, so we're gonna spit. That one. So it did hit the ooze, but did no damage. Unfortunate. So now our play is to spit. Oh, sorry, is to sting. Again, it can do some damage, but it won't do as much because it can't poison it. You can see it does like a minuscule amount of damage. Oh god, we're in trouble. Oh, we actually poisoned it. There you go. We got it even though it's resistant to poison. There you go. We might make it through after all. I guess how much do they hit for? 3? They hit for 5? Damn it. I guess we just keep spitting then. Sorry, stinging. Oh, it got doubly poisoned. Wow. Maybe this new sting is stronger. I don't know. I feel like the old sting, that would have been much harder, but we managed to hit it every time and poison it twice, even though it's poison resistant. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's maybe because sting's been changed. The old sting, I feel like you missed most of the time, let alone doing damage and then let alone poisoning. Lychee says join the club. It's a classic Demise playthrough. The club. Someone wants to know when we're getting a club-only Mummy Delver game of the month. Maybe never. Okay, cool. Lychee says they only are poisoned, so if you do enough damage, they will get poisoned like demons. Yeah. But yeah, absolutely, Sal. That was scary. It's, yeah. Why I don't like Naga Venom Mage, although in saying that, we survived it, so maybe it's not the worst combo, but yeah, I just think it is still a bad combo. Here's the Dagger Venom though. That's a really good pickup. That makes us, I don't want to say a lot stronger, because Venom, again, we're tripling down on it. But it does make us quite a bit stronger, because even just as a +2 dagger, it lets us fight stuff if we're out of magic points, and out of breath. Baron says, club is like a bad short sword, still better than unarmed. Don's sad we're not doing a club only mummy delver. You'll live. So we had all those hobgoblins over there. We'll still stay away from those for the moment. I still hope that we don't meet jackal packs. Getting all these different scrolls and things. There's a ball python. Yeah, I can just poison vapors it. Because poison vapors isn't going to miss, and because we're so good at poison magic, I feel like most really early game monsters we can now kill with just one poison vapors cast. It's really good. Don's not going to live. You'll live, it's fine. Liam asks if I've seen the new spectral brand in Trunk. It's the new form my favorite spell has taken. No, I haven't. I know what you're talking about, so I don't think it's all clubs, but clubs can have a spectral brand, which gives you a spectral weapon version of them, I think. But yeah, I don't know the exact details and I haven't seen it. But yeah, that's cool, I guess. Although I'd prefer to be able to use it on my demon tridents. But sure. Better than nothing. I can't believe we're actually making it through D1. That's good. It's going to be, when we meet whites, that's the real test though. Let me poison vapors the guy who's behind. I failed it. That sucks. 12% chance to fail. Unfortunate. I'm going to go again. Okay, good. It actually landed. Oh, I feel like I should spit though as well, because he's got a club, so he's a lot more dangerous. There we go. Alright, we got the bat. We reached level 3. What do we do here? If I'm going the dynast playthrough, we're going strength and we're picking up the first axe we find. But if I'm intending to leverage spells, I probably want to pick int, which I think I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure... Oh, my skin feels tougher, that's good. We got +1 AC from our skin as we leveled up. I'm pretty sure that Nagas are naturally fairly high strength, so yeah, I'm going to pick int. Hey Josh, is this a cosplay challenge? No. So this is game of the month, and we're doing this to put Cavelight out of his misery. He's been trying to streak Naga Venom Mages for probably over a year now. So yeah, I'm playing one. As we hit level 3 now, I have the choice of Ignite Poison or Mephitic Cloud. I feel like Ignite Poison isn't going to do anything unless I have Mephitic Cloud already. So you can poison enemies and then do that and it will damage them. But the thing that I'm going to want it for in the early game is poison immune enemies. In which case we'll need the Mephitic for the clouds and then we need the fire. So if I'm going to pick one first, it's going to be Mephitic. It's also really good. It's loud, but it's really good to confuse enemies and get away. In which case we're going to need to train some conjurations. It sucks to start off with 0. Alright, this looks more like an Ultraviolent 4 starting screen. I'm going to hit spellcasting 5 for a target. Yeah, we're going to train conjurations and air magic to 3, just for Mephitic. Poison magic we're taking to 8 because we're going to want that for a strong Ogrebs eventually. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna need some fire and transmutations as well, maybe. This is a hard start in terms of having to train a million disparate things. I'm not sure how I feel about the new Venom Mage background in that respect. I think having 5 spell schools you have to train for your level 3 spells is pretty rough. Leechy says, I played Mage last game, maybe go Hybrid this game. Doesn't just depend on what I find. I don't know. Yeah, unless I'm doing something because it's a particular theme, the way that I play is always just what I find. And my natural play style tends to be hybrid anyway. If you just let me do my thing, I'll usually end up hybrid. So yeah. If we're gonna end up somewhere and I had to guess, I'd guess it's a hybrid. Although, yeah, we lost Spectral Weapon, right? No, it's still here. It's in 0.25. Spectral Weapon's gone in trunk. Is that true? Spell. Spectral Weapon. Yeah, Spectral Weapon's still here. It's not until trunk that we're losing charms. I wish all races could be like Knowles. It's kind of true, yes, I do. Lychee would turn off fighting and spellcasting. They do very little right now compared to getting more damage. Yeah, I think that's true. But I asked Dennis. Dennis told me. I said, hey Dennis, what should I train? And he said, at the very start, main approach is to go for stealth and fighting. But yes, I agree with you. We really need a lot of spells to train. So maybe we'll stop fighting at 1. And we need the spellcasting though, because we're going to need a bunch of spell levels if we're going to cast Ignite Poison. So I think I need to keep that on. Yeah, I think I want spellcasting on. How dare I try not to force unarmed plus claw mutation regardless of class and race? As in, how would you do that? By quaffing mutation potions? I've never seen anyone who does that. But anyway. Salamarcus. It's another Sal. You're asking if I have a Delver vid. No I don't, because Delver is also a trunk change. So yeah, I've been playing Game of the Month catch up for a long time. Which means and for Game of the Month we can only play in actual release versions. So I'm still in 0.25. Anything trunk, I have not played. Wow, this goblin has another +2 dagger venom. It's rare. We got 2 of them. Daggers all have the same tile. For a second I was like, oh, I can test it for style, but they're the same, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we're going up to fight these ones. Just for my knowledge, Mephitic Cloud is at 30% chance to fail. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, so you got to try really hard to get Mephitic castable, and then Ignite Poison's still going to be a nightmare, because then it's got 2 other spells in Fire and Transmutations, and then you're really battling spell levels to try to get Ogres. Oh well. Good thing Poisonous Vapors is so good. Dangerously contaminate yourself until you get your preferred suite of mutations. Great idea, John. I think that would give you bad ones a lot more readily than good ones. What am I doing? I'm not paying attention. I'm getting cocky. Yeah, I just went and revealed all 3 of those enemies at once. Yeah, we made it to level 3, but we're definitely not strong enough to just be fighting multiple hobgoblins at once. Oh, see, if it was just 1, I could have vapored him. Man, I don't know why I did that. I was not paying attention at all. We should have done 1 at a time. Kagalon says upgrade and poison spit is just silly. Has it been upgraded? Right, Baron says that's why you turn off fighting and spellcasting to get spells online ASAP. Yeah, that's true. But it's not like we trained much fighting. We had 0.8. I don't remember what we started off with, if it was 0. Was it 0? I don't remember. But yes, I definitely get where you're coming from. The mutation, right. Yeah, mutagenic chunks were my favorite, or not my favorite, one of my favorite parts of the game as well. I'm still sad they're gone. So what do we do here? I don't want to try to Mephitic Cloud. It's allowed, plus we also have a chance to fail it. I think I just use Sting here actually. Even in Poisonous Vapors is kind of slow, and they're close to me, and there are 2. So yeah, I'm going to try Sting. Oh, that was good damage. And again, missed. Got him. Good. You can be spat at. Missed. Alright, good. The Dart Slugs are susceptible to poison, so as soon as I get any poison on that, it's going to get owned. Yeah, and it looks like we finished D1. There you go, amazing. How long did that take? Only 50 minutes. Okay, a lot of that has been talking, so I'm not XQC pace, but yeah, that took a while. It's the Naga life, we go slow. Alright, D2, here we go. Same strategy in terms of moving. I don't have any double ups for scrolls, so I'm not... Oh, okay, that was alright. That guy didn't notice me, now he has. We missed. Right, sting, go. Good. Yeah, so I don't want to read scrolls yet. We don't have any double ups. There you go, there's one. I'll see if this is a double up too. Yeah, I'm being stupid. That's a perfect illustration of why you don't rest where you just fought. So I killed one, then I rested, then a new enemy turned up. I killed it, then I rested, then a new one turned up. They weren't dangerous, but say an adder or the Gnaw with the curing came afterwards, we'd be in a much weaker position than if I just wandered back and rested up away from the noise. It's another double up. Okay, we're gonna go stand on the stair in case it's noise or teleportation. I'm gonna read that, hoping for identify. Great. Try the potion. It's Berserk Rage. Okay, not the greatest potion in the world, but this could definitely get us out of a tight spot. If we have something we can't kill with poison, we have a +2 dagger, we go Berserk, we probably can kill it. Cool. Liam's talking about net hack. Drinking from fountains. Yeah, I don't think that's ever been a crawl thing. I don't know, I didn't play crawl in the very early days, but I've never heard of drinking from fountains in dungeon crawl. This is going into a big open area. I don't like it. So I'm going to stick to the hallway here. And I sometimes talk about auto-exploring in that you shouldn't try to go in big, long directions. But for Naga, it doesn't matter. We can't run away from stuff anyway. So the only thing we really care about is just staying away from the open, I guess. And I mean, if you can be really close to stairs, that's good. But yeah, that's an amulet. Ooh, I could just ID it. So the only bad one, there's no harm anymore. I think the only bad one would be the one that makes you miss, inaccuracy. But poisonous vapors can't miss, so that wouldn't be the worst thing. But yeah, no, Naga's weak enough early game, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to blindly put it on, I'm going to ID it. It's magic regen. Alright, that's fine. Not super strong, but I'll take it. Remember to use it before going Che? You mean the Berserk potion, sure. It looks like we're going to the open. Maybe if we can head to the right. We get another hallway down here. A rat. Oh, and a sling. Have we seen any stones? Not a single one. It's weird. You normally just, I don't know, kobolds and goblins on D1 often just have stones, but we haven't seen a single one yet. Also, that sling is on the ground, so it could be cursed. So I'm going to pick it up, but we can't afford to wield that. There's all the armor. I'm going to pick that up. This also could be cursed, although I think I'm willing to try this. I don't know if it will do anything though, because we only get half AC. So this is maybe stupid to try on, but I'm doing it anyway. 2 and 9. Yeah, no, all it did, we just lost a point of evasion. We didn't actually get any extra AC. So never mind. My early game mages, I do tend to prefer to go up to the leather armor, but yeah, not worth it. We don't get the extra AC anyway. Never mind. Baron would ID the scrolls. No, I'm happy to wait. Potions are super strong in the early game, so knowing what I have could make a huge difference. Whereas the scroll, what might I ID? You know, a fear or something. Yeah. What's the accuracy penalty from an inaccuracy amulet, Don asks? Not actually sure. It doesn't matter that much when you're a higher level, but in the early game, especially when you're weak, I feel like it's really tough. I probably should pick up those bolts. I don't know. If we find a crossbow, then I don't have to come collect them again. We sort of don't know where our character's going yet. There's some sling bullets. I still don't want to wield that hunting sling though. I'd rather have the +2 dagger of venom. In case we have to berserk rage. Let's go this way. I'm getting eerie feelings again. This feels a bit like D1 where we're not finding many enemies. Baron says, I don't need curing as much. I mean, sure. Oh, this looks like a Gozag altar. If this is an early D2 Gozag altar, we are slamming that. Oh, it's a shining one. We may as well. Okay, so we, yeah, we may as well. We had this happen last game with our Deep Elf, where we had an early Shining One altar, and I picked it up because I said, well, it can be a decent god, but also because it's a good god, I can switch to many others. So we could take the Shining One and then switch to Gozag, or Ru, or Okawaru, or Hep, or Fedas. As long as it's not an evil god, it would be fine. So I feel like there's no really huge downside unless I immediately then find a McLeb altar around the corner. I think this is probably worth just taking. And you know what? The Shining One might help me in this early game. Maybe we're going to find a bunch of undead things and... Oh no, it doesn't help me. I just realized my stealth. It's alright. I can always just abandon him. So I'll wait and see. Yeah, that's right, my stealth. Damn it! I never play stealth characters. Yeah, that was a big downside. Don asked if the Shining One still hates Venom. No, he doesn't at all. Yeah, there are a lot of things he didn't like. Poisoning things he didn't like when you killed things who hadn't noticed you or were distracted. But yeah, no, all those things are gone. They were pretty annoying. Alright, well, I ruined my stealth, so that was stupid. I could immediately just renounce. Yeah, okay, let's just renounce. Okay, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. Alright, well, it doesn't matter as long as I pick a non-evil god now. Okay, but yeah, no, that was a straight up mistake. Damn it, I forgot the halo. My bad. Somewhere Dentist is just muttering and shaking his head. Sorry, Dentist. We'll just find a McLeb altar now. Upstairs, fine. Baron says you still can't stab under the TSO. Yeah, but he doesn't punish you for it. He used to, if you stabbed something, he would get angry. Here's an adder. We're kind of close to it, but that's fine. It hasn't woken up, so I can spit at it, and then I know that poisonous vapors can't miss. So, oh, okay. We did hit it with the poison spit, but we just did no damage. Okay, I know that I can just kill it with vapors and not miss, so that's fine. Otherwise, the play would have been to try and approach it where we could have been further away and not so close. What did we do? We raised skills, so our Mephitic Cloud is at 26% chance. Still too dangerous. Hey again, Charlie. Yeah, I'm streaming another run. This is stream 3 for the day. Yeah, Lichi's saying, yeah, I'll get TSO Wrath if I worship an evil god. Yep, I know. As long as it's non-evil, then we're fine. I'd suggest maybe you should go to sleep, Ashali. You can watch this later. It's not going anywhere. Plain whip. I'm gonna ignore that. There's a cockroach. They're susceptible to poison as well. So like the dot slug, they're pretty easy. I probably again should stay near the doors. I talked about this earlier. with the jackals. Speaking of which, here they are. I can poison vapors, the one behind. Sting, 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 sting. Yeah, look at that. That's only 2, and they do quite a lot of damage to us as a level 3 Naga. Imagine that you get a bigger pack on D1, you're toast. Plain scroll. Real men do their best to enrage all the gods. Alright, good night. Good choice, I think. And thank you for the luck. More plain scrolls. Okay, here's another potion. So I'm going to ID this. And it's haste. There you go. So yeah. I'd probably rather have that haste potion and know what it is than know what one of these random scrolls is. So yeah, happy with that decision. There's a scale mail. That's too heavy. Okay, let's back up. The jackals are barking. Is that... They didn't bark. Okay, yeah, you're going down. Okay, good. Did too many moves at once. I'm a bad player. Okay, good. Reached level 4. We feel agile. I kind of wish that we'd got strength. Or even agility is probably the least useful one we want in a Naga. Baron would rather know a teleport scroll than haste. Okay. I mean, I guess that's fair. But yeah, I think I'd rather have the haste. Here's another 2. I think what I might do is wait for the start of the next floor to read that in case it's magic mapping. At least maybe then we might find out about more altars. And then level 4, nothing else changed. Until we get some more spell levels, we can't learn Ignite Poison anyway. And maybe I'll stop focusing Poison Magic because we really need Mephitic to be reliable. Yeah, this is really rough, this Venom Mage start. I'm feeling a bit more confident now on this floor, so I just started hitting Auto Explore. Alright, on to D3. And there's an Orc. Arguably a mistake to fight the Orc, because you see Orcs, it means you might have priests and wizards around. But I did it anyway. Let's read that scroll. It's Fog. Okay, not a terrible one. And I'm running towards where the Orc was. That's terrible. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Random gold on the floor. I'm gonna go to that. Maybe that's Gozag related. It's not. But I see a wand. Wand of Polymorph. Well, my first thought was, good, anything with poison resistance we can just polymorph. And then I realized that undead things you can't polymorph anyway. Well, anyway, I'm not going to train evocations for that one to polymorph, but I guess it's decent to have. You know, maybe there's something like an Ogre is going to get on top of us. As a last ditch, we could polymorph it. Not ideal, but, you know, could be a thing. Did I try the hatch? Yeah, I did. Don Johnson asked what a Naga's move speed after quaffing haste is. Not 100% sure, but I think you can still run from stuff. Liam, oh, you had a go at this and you got penanced for the first time ever by forgetting Okawara wouldn't appreciate Inner Flaming your Ice Beast. That doesn't sound like you're playing Naga Venom Mage if you have Inner Flame and Ice Beast. But yeah, that's a pretty embarrassing death. Quezwex asks, is there a good rule of thumb on when to ID a scroll instead of testing them? Different players have different approaches, but for me, it's just, if I have potions, I'd rather ID them more, so I'm just going to ID potions. And unless I have a big surplus of ID scrolls, or I don't know. Yeah, basically that, or I've done all my potions already, then that's when I'd start doing it. But I tend to just read all my scrolls on D4, and I just save my ID scrolls for potions. Lychee says, is it worth picking up the War Axe in case I get surrounded with no escape? With Zerk, it could kill plenty of stuff. Yes, that's a fantastic idea. Great, we will do that. Because yeah, you're right. If we get surrounded by stuff, we could wield that and then go berserk. And because it was wielded by an enemy, we know that it's not cursed. So yes, great thinking. Thank you very much. This is why I like streaming, because I get helpful comments. I'm laughing at people's Okara stories. I remember there was one where Demise had he was using that fire starter, the mace that explodes everything. I think he was just memeing and he used a sack of spiders and he had an ant. And the fire hit the ant and Okara was not pleased and wrapped him. That was pretty funny. Okay, yeah, Liam was playing something else. Dennis would be proud. Oh, because of the axe? Yeah. Well, we need to chain axes to 27 now. But yeah, he'd probably start training the war axe, right? No, we didn't have any other repeat push scrolls. I'm walking towards a really big open area. I don't like it. We can probably pick up the pace a bit. Another helpful comment is train a lot of conjuration and transmutation in preparation for irradiate. What is your problem, Lychee? What is this door? Where is that going? What is that? Imagine you're running away. You're like trying to escape for your life. You're running away from some crazy monster. You're like, yes, there's a door, and then you open it. Oh. Train transmutation in prep for statue form. There's a woo altar. Can I can't get one of those at a time. Oh yes, I got the adder without the worm noticing us. I think I don't like woo. Generally, in 0.25, it just got rid of whirlwind pin. I also think it's really dangerous to be walking to try to whirlwind strike when you're really slow like a Naga. So yeah, I'm not gonna pick woo. I think it's too weak for a species like Naga. We need something else that's gonna carry us through mid and early game. Where did that worm go? There it is. What? Why is the worm not getting poisoned? They're not poison resistant. What is its problem? There we go. That was weird. I feel like poisonous vapors was doing nothing then. Really strange. Well, this guy has poison needles. It's quadruple down on poison. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that is an interesting about transmutations. Yeah, so in some ways a Naga transmuter is kind of legit because yeah, when you're in forms, you get the speed of the form, not the speed of the species. So yeah, Spriggan transmuter sucks because you lose your speed. Naga transmuter is kind of legit because if you become an ice beast or a spider, you can move at normal speed and you can run from stuff. So yeah. I remember that kind of blew my mind when I learnt that too. I don't know that I've ever played a Naga transmuter. Well, I don't play Naga much at all, but yeah, it is legit. Oh. It's scary. Orcs are scary, I say as I keep running towards them. We should stay away from orcs. We don't know if we have curing or not, so just a wizard confusing us could straight up just kill us if we got unlucky. Poison magic goes to 5. That is a long sword. I'll pick that up as well, just because, I don't know, maybe if we're running away from things because we're trying to kite while an enemy has poison, holding the longsword could be good. Yeah, I'm going to walk around with the longsword out rather than the dagger of venom, because free riposte could kill stuff. And then if we actually want to melee, then we'll switch. Liam's starting up a Naga transmuter. You got the thing wrong. It's NATM, not TR. Reels is angry that I talk smack about Spriggan transmuter. Sorry, I think it's bad. Spriggan of Quaz, that's where it's at. Spriggan, maybe Spriggan transmuter of Quaz is legit. I don't know. Probably not. Another orc pack. I went this way to get away from that orc pack, and we're finding a new orc pack. Maybe we'll go the other way then. I really don't want to fight orcs yet. Another worm. Oh man, Rose is here to make me use ignite poison. I feel like I've had this argument with many people about whether ignite poison is good or not, and I've always been in the camp that I hate it. But yeah, as a Naga Venom Mage, I think we're probably going to learn it if we ever get 3 spell levels. Found 14 gold pieces and a scroll, dark grey. That doesn't seem like it's meant to be a thing. Still a single one. That's a falchion. Falchion longsword. I don't think it makes much difference if I'm going for free riposte. Leech is undefeated with Spriggans of Che. There you go. Oh, javelins. Yeah, we want those. Oh, we just got shafted to D4. Oh, okay. Well, fortunately, there's nothing around. But yeah, you don't want to be shafted early game on any character, but especially not on Naga. Okay. Well, I normally start reading scrolls randomly on D4. But I don't want to do that in the middle of a floor, because if we hit teleport, it could make our situation very, very bad. Okay. Well, I want to find an upstair, but stone walls indicate maybe there's an altar there, or maybe that's a temple. Although, well, I don't have an ID, so that potion, I guess, is less good. But do we want to go Quaz? The Naga of Quaz? I'm going to say no on that one. Yeah, it is a vault, but yeah, no, we're definitely not going Quaz. Because you're so slow and you can't run from stuff, you absolutely don't want to be attracting entire floors towards you. Oh, that is an artifact sling. I'm real tempted, but we don't have remove curse and an upstair. That's good. Okay. Well, while I'm at it, why don't I quickly read my scrolls? Because we might get magic mapping. Okay, the first one was teleport. I guess this was dangerous because we hadn't done all of D3, so we might have teleported into the middle of something over here. Oh well. I want those javelins. Where are they? That's a vampiric short sword. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, even more orcs. Okay, stop fighting Ultra. Stop fighting the orcs. There's a wizard I've been scared of this whole time. He hasn't seen me. And we got max magic points, so we should be fine. I know that Poison's Vapors can't miss. And even if he goes invis, as long as I know where he is, we should be fine. I want to back up though. If another priest, or if a priest or another wizard turns up, I want to have magic points again. Okay, yeah, we want the javelins, and I want the vampiric short sword. That is better than the dagger venom. So, the cool thing about vamp weapons now in 0.25 is you don't have to do the hunger thing. You can just wield them. So that's nice. And this also means we can just fight something and get hit points back, potentially. Like, say we're fighting some dangerous monster, we could potentially just berserk rage, you know, with the vamp out, get our hit points back. Bad combo should have been Wanderer, mate. Exactly. I agree. I agree this is a bad combo. Naga have innate see invisible? Oh yeah, right, of course. Thank you. Yeah, right. Okay, that's dumb of me. So, if the wizard went invis, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Alright, fair enough. Did I see a robe somewhere? It says a plain robe that I think the wizard had, so I know that it's uncursed. I could try it to see if I like it better than our current one. Black, yeah, for sure. That's going to be way stealthier. If you're trying to be stealthy, obviously you want a black robe, not a white robe. That goes without saying. Baron thinks it's not better than the Dagger of Venom. I feel like it is for our character. For most characters it wouldn't be. But we're already so... we can do so much poison already that I'd rather just have the vamp. Because it's effectively... we're probably only going to be using our dagger if it's an enemy that we can't poison anyway. In which case it's just a +2 dagger. So, yeah. I don't know. Again, there's probably not a right or wrong answer, but my gut feel is that I'd rather have the vamp. I mean, I could just have both. There's no reason for me to drop the other one, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, okay. That's a good point. We'll carry the dagger venom with us. We can have both of them. Time to go woo for mega heals? Yeah. No. What we need is a Hexa Ancestor so then we can get stabs. Short sword vamp stabs. Alright, so we're going to keep reading our scrolls. Fear. That's blinking. I'm hoping... oh, there's noise. I'm hoping we get magic mapping. There's remove curse. Enchant weapon. I'm going to do it on the vamp. And there's magic mapping. So we're looking... I'm seeing more altars. That's an ash altar. There's another altar up here. But no temple. Okay. Well, we're going to head towards that altar, I guess. And hope that that's one that we can use. I really don't like ash. I know a lot of people do, but it's my least favorite god. So yeah, not a fan. I want to be free to switch all my stuff, to do many things. You know, to carry around a whole armory worth of weapons. But ash locks you into things. And just psychologically, I struggle with that. Anyway, I'm going to wait and see if anything turns up after that noise. Nothing, apparently. We're too stealthy. Oh, there's suddenly an ogre right next to us. That's unfortunate. How are we with Mephitic Cloud? 17% chance. Okay. This ogre is obviously terrifying. It's the beginning of day 4. Because we're a tanky Naga boy, we can't get one shot, but we can easily get two shot, and of course we can't run from it. So in this situation, I want to throw a Mephitic Cloud down, and we ourselves are poison resistant, so I can cast it just on top of us. And the idea is hopefully we confuse him and then we can just walk away. Turn to Quaff Haste. I don't think it is, because in the turn that we Quaff Haste, he can give us the Slam Jam. I feel like it's Mephitic Cloud, and we hope we just don't get the 17% chance. Another thing, probably not going to do it, but we can just see the odds. Yeah, if I wanted to polymorph it, it's a 46% chance. I feel like that's not the play. Alright, yeah, I'm going to go with the Mephitic Cloud. Oh man, that's... having the Ogre right next to us sucks. Okay, we cast it, which is great. So we didn't get the 17% chance to fail, and we confused it. So confusion got changed in that... oh, see, enemies will still follow you when you're confused. Damn it, I forgot that. So this isn't actually good, because he's most of the time still going to run after us. I forgot that. Yeah, he's still going to chase me. Yeah, thank you. Leech is saying, and remember confusion got nerfed. Yeah, no, I totally forgot. Because once upon a time, he'd just stagger around randomly, so we could easily just walk away. But now with confusion, most of the time the enemy will still just follow you. So yeah, the fact that we're slow, the Ogre, even though he's confused, still a lot of the time he'll just walk after us, and as you can see, he'll still just hit us. Yeah, so maybe I should have quaffed the haste. Oh man. No, I totally forgot that. Damn it. Yeah, we're so far from the stairs, so even though he's confused, I'm not confident that we could walk back to the stairs without just dying. So I think we might still need the haste. So yeah, that was a mistake to not quaff haste. Yeah, with him next to us, we're in trouble. Okay, well I have no choice now. I have to hope that he just doesn't hit us again because he's confused, but in this turn quaffing the haste, we could very easily just die. Read my random scrolls. No, I've already used all my scrolls except fog. Yeah, hey, imploding fruits. Yeah, stepped around that corner and the Ogre was right there. So, yeah. I just forgot about the confusion. Yeah, Mephitic was not the play. Oh, okay. Well, all there is to do is either quaff another random potion or quaff the haste and hope we don't die. I feel like random other potion doesn't help us much. I mean, I could also just berserk and hit him with the vamp sword, but I feel like that's probably worse. So we're gonna haste and hope we don't just die here. We did not. The Ogre pondered the situation. Well, that's good news. So now he's decided to run away. How's that fair? Okay, well let's try and kill the Ogre. Now that we're hasted and we've actually got some space. Yeah, we can just kill him. Okay, good. Picking int again. My skin feels tougher. Okay, well, I guess we didn't die, so that's good. But yeah, that was super dangerous. And another one, although this time we happen to be further away from him, so we can end on a stair. Let me... oh, is there any point Mephiticing him? I don't know if he's gonna die to the poison before he gets to us. I have 2 more turns. Well, I can try one more just to assess. Yeah, I think he's gonna go down. Oh, he's not. Oh god, what have I done? And now we're starving. I made a mistake! I made a mistake! Oh god, imagine starving. Man, okay, I got way too greedy here. I thought he would die for sure. Apparently not. Yeah, I can't do anything other than eat. I can't spit poison because it costs hunger. I can't sting. And if I'm going to try to swing my sword while starving, I have a higher chance to miss. Did I sleep? As in, did I have a nap? Yeah, I did have a nap. I had some dinner and I fell asleep on the couch. Ultra Greed 4. Yeah, no. That was way too greedy. Our previous experience with the Ogre was so bad that I was just like, I really don't want to have that again, so we'll fight him. Leechy says just smack him. Yeah, I mean, we have a +3 short sword of vamp. It's just with starving, we're more likely to miss, right? I think that's probably still our best play. You get -3 to hit, so it's like we just have a plain vamp short sword. He can't kill me in one hit, right? No, I don't think so. He can do... I always forget this. The giant club is 20, and I think he can do 17 or 18. 17, yeah. So he can do 37. So he couldn't one-shot us. So we probably could... I'm asleep at the wheel right now. Ultra hungry 4. Yeah, we probably just swing at him. My other play is I could eat something and then cast a spell again or poison spit. But probably I just swing and I hope he dies to the poison. If I were something sane like an ice mage, I could frozen ramparts. Yeah, I could also do stuff if I didn't just starve to death. That would also be possible. But I've done what I've done, so I guess we're just swinging. Okay, I feel a bit better. The ogre missed me. Alright, perfect. He's still not dead though. Although he's got triple poison level on him, and he's gonna take... He's got 2 more turns that he's got to kill us in, so I think we just keep swinging. Oh, died of the poison. He didn't die to the poison. We have a Wonder Polymorph. It does literally nothing. He's got 3 levels of poison. Is he gonna die? If I do something really slow, does he take more poison damage? Like I could throw a javelin at him right now. Is that better than trying to hit with the vamp short sword again? It's probably not, right? Poison again? I can't. I can't poison again because I'm starving. So we can't. Quaff Berserk? I can't Berserk while I'm starving. Poly myself? Too late now. But that was a decent play earlier. Yeah, I always forget polling yourself, but that's legit. Yeah, I've seen Jinnis do that. I've seen Fourth Arrow of Dagon do that. Because the early forms are actually good for you, especially if you're a Naga, because a lot of them either make you really strong to fight, like you become a tree or a mushroom, or they just let you escape because you're not slow anymore. So yeah, that's the self poly is actually a really legit play, but it's too late now. You're not you when you're hungry. Gozag. Yeah, no, actually, I can't. Yeah, if I polymorph now, I could become a tree or a mushroom, but that wouldn't really help me. There's no point. I'm better off, I think, just trying to kill him. Like, maybe hit him with the dagger, I do a little bit of extra damage, and he just ticks out to the poison. If I die here right now, I'm going to be so embarrassed, because it will be the most, like, self-inflicted death of my life. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So hopefully he dies to the poison here. Oh, thank God. I killed him with the short sword, so that's nice, I guess. I hope he would have ticked out to the poison at that just there. But man, that was yeah, that was not good. That was so much greed. Like, why did I even do that? I don't know. I do know, because I didn't want to nearly die to the ogre again. For this ooze, we'll just fight him with Vamp. He's poison resistant. And I guess we'll go up towards the altar. I think part of the trouble here of what might be happening is because of the Scroll of Noise. We just have these monsters wandering around. Whereas maybe they would have been asleep otherwise. I don't know. Never punished. The punishment is that the world gets to see this, and it, you know, it gets recorded for all time. Yeah, that was dumb of me. Oh, well. We didn't die, so I guess it wasn't that bad a play. No, that's wrong. It was a terrible play. Alright, so let's hope this is one of those good early game gods we talked about. So a Hep, a Gozag, an Okawaru, something like that. And I gotta remember that I very briefly worship the Shining One, so I can't worship an evil god. It is Gozag. Alright, well we take Gozag, right? Yeah, I think we just take Gozag. It was in my list of good early game gods. I think given the choice, if we had a temple, I'd probably prefer Hep. Maybe? But yeah, no, we're gonna pretend that we're Dynast and we're gonna worship Gozag. And we're gonna start training axes any second now. There's 3 for air magic, so that's gonna stop. I'm just training air magic for Mephitic Cloud. Where's Conjurations? It's still... Mephitic Cloud is still a high chance to fail. And now that I learnt that the confused enemies still chase you, it's not good. But I guess we still need it with the fire clouds, so I don't know. We have 4 spell levels too, so I'm gonna learn Ignite Poison. Yeah, I guess air magic's off, so we train some transmutations. Maybe just 2? I don't know, I really don't love Ignite Poison. We'll see how we go with it. I think... Oh no, I'm reading that late, okay. Leechy says, that's why I only record OP games. Josh says, Gozag is so good, he probably needs some nerfs, other removal of food. Well, people were saying that Gozag has been nerfed in Trunk, so apparently you don't get free potion petition anymore. We're playing 0.25, so we still will. He slowed me? Didn't he know that I'm a Naga? I'm already slow. Although, not fully slow for attacks normally. I maybe should have Mephitic him. I just didn't want to make the noise, but because we're slow, this is dangerous. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We have a lot of hit points. We're probably not going to die to a priest at this stage. Yeah, okay. So let's pick Gozag. If you weren't here in the beginning of the game, I was saying that the best gods for Nagas are ones that are going to carry you through the early game and then through the mid game somewhat as well. But you really want the early game because everything about Naga starts off pretty weak and gets really strong as you go. It's really in this early part of the game where you still don't fight that well and you can't run that you need God help. And Gozag is really good because you get a free potion petition. So as soon as we take him, we'll immediately start, we'll have an ability. So we have a free potion petition. So now the next time we're next to the Ogre like that, we don't have the potion of haste anymore, but you know, maybe we can get one off Gozag and we'd live. What did they do to Meph Cloud? Not Meph, it's confusion. So monsters that are confused now follow you. Most of the time, I think. I don't remember how much, but they don't wander around randomly like they used to. Some of the time they wander randomly, but they still follow you. Alright, oh yeah, and I guess I should talk a little bit about Gozag in case you have no idea what this is. Alright, our god, Gozag. He is the greedy god, perfect for me and for my game so far. Definitely, I think we've been a bit greedy. So he's the god of the rich. He's basically everything is gold themed. There isn't piety like with normal gods. The only thing he cares about is how much gold you have. So everything is just either passive or you spend gold to do. So we now passively detect gold. Whenever we kill enemies, we instead of getting corpses, we get gold. So that's why someone was saying Gozag maybe needs to get nerfed now that food's removed. But I don't think so. I don't think the food thing is... I don't think that was balancing Gozag in any way. It's not like you ever run out of food, really. Oh, no, that's not true. You couldn't play spellcasters of Gozag. So I give it to you now that you can play spellcaster Gozags with food removal. I don't know if that would be good because I've never tried one. And I guess you can play trolls of Gozag now. Yeah. I mean, troll's so good it doesn't really matter what god you are, but anyway. Other things, enemies get distracted by gold. Basically, when you kill an enemy, you get a little status effect for a short time where some enemies can get distracted. You also get potion petition, which we have access to right now, which I'm going to make Shift A because I sometimes mess this up, and I don't know if it's still the thing anymore, but you used to not be able to leave the potion petition menu if you accidentally opened it. So yeah, you go to press A, you hit it twice, you're now stuck in potion petition. So I'll make it Shift A and I won't accidentally do that. Our first one's free. Subsequent ones will become more expensive. But basically he gives you 3 different options of a bunch of different spell effects. Can be really good for escapes or even just buffing up for a fight. You also can call merchants. He'll give you some options of shops, one of which will always be a food shop. Probably not true now that food's been removed. But that can be pretty good too. So, you can call a weapon shop early sometimes, or even a bookshop early can really help your character. And lastly, which is really strong, is Bribe Branch. Only works with... it's not... I think it's intelligent. It's not sentient. It's intelligent. Or branches that have intelligent monsters in them. So you can't bribe Swamp or Spider's Nest, but you can bribe most of the others. And basically it just converts enemies to your side. And then, yeah, it's really strong too. Really good in Zot 5 because the higher hit dice the enemy is, the more likely they are to convert. So you end up with Orbs of Fire and Ancient Liches. It's really good. Cool, and yeah, that's Gozag. 2 Emerald Potions, over there. Okay, here's a teleportation scroll. As I suspected, that was Ash over there. Oh! Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, I just realized we are playing a spellcaster. Okay, yeah, so we can't be... we are actually going to have to go the dynast route where we chain some sort of weapon. And we're going to have to use poison as a support. Yeah, because, yeah. Spell hunger is a thing still. In my brain, I was like, yeah, this is cool. We can just be a Gozag dude, but no, we can't. We're not playing Trunk yet. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Were people warning me? No. Liam saying Spellcaster Gozag is pretty fun. Yeah, I imagine it would be, because you can roll bookshops. Can you still bribe Orbs of Fire? Yep, as far as I'm aware. Time to go Axe Magic. Maybe not just yet, but yeah, I think this might be an Axe Magic character now. Oh, right, this Centaur Skeleton's going to own us. I was like, yeah, I can just fight it with the Vamp, but actually I can't. Centaur Skeleton hits for 8. We don't get to Vamp it because it's a skeleton. I can't polymorph it. Well, I just keep fighting it, and if need be, if we're gonna die, then we're gonna go Berserk Rage. But I hope we can get there. Hits for 8, so we can still take a few more shots. Yeah, got there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, right. I totally forgot. Spell Hunger. A glowing robe. We don't have remove curse yet, so if this is -3 robe, that would suck. But if it's a +2 robe, that would be great. Am I gonna try it then? Well, we're gonna eat, so we're not starving. Oh, there's Grinder. Speaking of enemies that Naga Venom Mages can't really do anything to, Grinder's one of them. Okay, I think we just can't fight Grinder. Even Berserking Grinder is a terrible idea because Grinder has random blink, so she'll just blink away from you and then your Berserk runs out and then you're slow. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to fight Grinder. Probably we're not. Probably we're just going to stay away from Grinder is the answer. How do you not die? Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, so I'll need to remember. Let me also just exclude that area so I don't wander over there. Alright, I think, how long have I been going for? About an hour and 40. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired and this is my 3rd stream of the day, so I think maybe I'm gonna stop it here. But yeah, I mean, I'm a bit embarrassed by my play so far, but this has been going pretty well. We made it to D5. We didn't die to those early jackal packs. We didn't get a D1, unfortunately. D1 jackal pack. We now got a god after I foolishly worshipped the Shining One. And yeah, I think things are okay. Although I gotta remember not to starve to death now that our spells cost us hunger. But anyway, thanks for all your tips, and again, thanks everyone for hanging out. And I guess it will probably be next Saturday again that we'll continue this stream. But yeah, it's been fun, all this streaming today. But yeah, I think it's just about bedtime. So have a great weekend, everyone. I think it's Saturday morning for a lot of you now, and I'll see you all in a little bit.